Hey Ramon, this is Dan Russo. In this video, I'm going to cover 5 critical issues with your website that are costing you money. This is a quick overview of the issues. Issue number 1 that I see is you have a brochure website, not a direct response site. That is, it's not a website that is an online salesman. Issue number 2 is you're not addressing all types of site visitors, and you're not capturing the contact information of those that you should be. Issue number 3 is you're not using the benefits of your products and your company to sell. Issue 4, you're not taking full advantage of inbound marketing. And finally, issue number 5, your website is missing certain critical elements that are critical to have in 2014. So I've got your website open here, and I'm just going to go through each one of the critical issues one by one and tell you exactly what's wrong with your website. The first critical issue that I mentioned is that your website is a brochure website, not a salesman website. And what I mean by brochure website is you have on your site some very beautiful pictures. You've got information about your company, information about the services that you provide. You have a photo gallery, again with some very beautiful pictures of gates and the work that you've done, and you have contact information. And that's about as far as your website goes. Now, if you think about it in terms of a salesman, if you had a salesman and someone called your company and they were interested in your service, and all that the salesman did was talk about the gates that you have and about the company briefly, and then gave the person contact us information, I think you'd be pretty disappointed with that salesperson. Well, it's the same thing with your website. Your website should be acting like a salesperson. And so what you want your website to do, just like you want a good salesman to do, is you want the website to address the problems that your product, that your gates solve for people. So it's the security problems that it solves, and the benefits that it provides, like increasing property value and different things like that. And then, just like a good salesperson, you want your website to get your visitors to take small baby steps to contacting you and to starting the sales process. And so that's critical issue number 1, and that's kind of an overall issue with the entire site. And these next 4 issues are going to get into specific details. Now, so critical issue number 2 is that you're not capturing the information of site visitors that you should be. And so what I mean by that is that some people that come to your site are going to be hot leads, and they're going to be ready to call you and get an estimate and get the process started right away. And you've done a great job for those people. You have your phone number is very large, you have your email very easy, but a good portion of people that come to your site are not going to be ready to call you or to email you right now. They might be tire kickers. They're just coming to your site and they're interested in the product that you have, but maybe they're interested sometime down the line. Maybe they're interested 9 months down the line or so, or next year. And so what you want to do is you want to capture their information, and the way that you do that is you offer them something of value, something that they think is more valuable than giving their name and their email. And so if you were to provide something like 5 tips to saving money on your gate and your security in 2014, what you're going to find, and you're probably going to be surprised, is a large number of people that visit your site are going to be willing to trade their information for this. And so by providing this free content, you're able to capture the information of people that otherwise would have been lost, and you're losing these leads right now as we speak. You're able to capture their information and build a relationship with them using some automated tools, and then sell to them in the future when they are ready. Critical issue number 3 is you're not using the benefits of the product to sell your gates. And so when someone comes on your site, you've really got about 2 to 3 seconds to capture their information and to sell them on why they should stay on your site. And when someone first comes to your site, the first thing that they're going to read is this right here: satisfying and serving San Diego County since 1978. And this is great, but you could do a much better job if you were to again talk about the benefits that your gates provide and talk about some of the problems that your gates solve for people. And so, why do people buy a gate? Well, they buy a gate because they want security. They want to keep people out, or they want to keep children and pets in. And they also want to increase the property value that they have. And so you want to make use of your headlines and your body as much as you possibly can to talk about the benefits of using your product. And then also here on your services tab, this is a great place for you to talk about how you're better than any other company. Someone that's interested in your company and in Gates is probably going to be looking at 2 or 3 of your competitors. And so you want to take advantage and tell them right away how you're better than these other competitors. Photo gallery here has just has images of your products, and then I believe also here on services just images of your products, and you could do a much better job of convincing them, just like a salesperson would, but you're doing it through literature, convincing them of why they should buy your product. Issue number 4 is you're not taking advantage of inbound marketing. And inbound marketing has a lot of different facets, but one that I'll talk about that you don't have here on your website is blogging. And a lot of companies have a wrong perception and sometimes a negative perception of blogging. All that blogging is it's writing valuable content that that solves problems for your customers. And by solving their problems, by answering their questions and giving them guides on how to do certain things here on your site, what you do is you place yourself as an authority in their eyes on this topic. And not only that, but you get a lot of traffic from the search engines. A lot of new visitors that you can turn into leads will come from the search engines through blogging. Blogging is the #1 way in 2014 to get to the top of search engines. There's no better way. The fifth and final issue that I'm seeing here, Ramon, is that your website, although it has beautiful images, the layout is very old. This is 1990s style layout, and it also doesn't scream professionalism to visitors, and that's one thing you want visitors to your website instantly to think this is a professional company that does great work, and I know that because their website is done so well. And that's one thing that your website currently doesn't have. Another thing is this is how your website looks on a desktop or laptop, and this is how it looks on a mobile device, and actually it looks exactly the same. And this is very frustrating for users to use and to navigate through a site like this. So a mobile website is something else that's very important that you have in 2014. So Ramon, you're probably wondering, what are the benefits? What will I get if I fix these 5 issues? Well, to answer that question, I'm going to use my infograph here. And this just has some statistics that have been measured by various research companies. And what this shows is the results that you can get. So if you fix the inbound marketing issue that I had talked about, one of the things that you can expect to see is that it generates more revenue for you. For example, companies that blog have said that 57% of them have said that they've acquired at least 1 customer through blogging. It also, inbound related marketing also costs less. And so blogs, social media, SEO, all of this costs much less than direct mail, telemarketing, yellow pages, and all other kinds of outbound marketing techniques. Another thing is inbound converts better. Like SEO, for example, lead to customer close ratio is 15%. That's very high compared to your average 2% for outbound. And so those are the benefits with inbound marketing. The benefits to capturing the information of your site visitors and nurturing those leads like I talked about earlier, is companies that excel at lead nurturing generate 50% more sales-ready leads at 33% lower cost. Nurture leads also make 47% larger purchases on average than non-nurture leads. So overall, the benefit to fixing the critical issues that I have talked about so far is that you'll get more leads, there'll be better leads, and there'll be leads that cost you less to get. So Ramon, I've covered the 5 critical issues, and I've covered the benefits of these issues. And you know, your company looks like you're doing great work, and you have very many happy customers. And I honestly believe that these issues are costing you customers, and they're costing you money. And these issues are all issues that can be easily fixed. So what I recommend doing is give me a call at this number or shoot me an email, and we'll schedule a consultation. This is 100% free. There's no obligation. What I'll do in the consultation is I'll tell you more about these issues. I'll tell you how you can fix them if you want, and then at the end of the consultation, again, there's no obligation. At the end of the consultation, you can go off and fix the issues yourself, or you can hire me to do them. Anyway, so give me a call on that number. Let's schedule something, get these issues fixed, and get you some more leads and some more revenue. All right, thanks.